Did these 12-year-old girls ever surface anywhere? Was anyone ever able to find them? Did anyone even look?
There have been no public namings. However, there was a French investigation. And that's really important when we look at the different ways that law enforcement has approached this Epstein universe, because it's not just an Epstein universe. This international sex trafficking, this high and mighty universe of the ultra wealthy getting away with whatever they want as long as they grease up the machine, that's always been there. It stays around. It's still happening now, in my belief, and many others. It may have gotten a little bit more quiet, and people have gotten a little bit smarter, because think about what this entailed back when these allegations first surfaced. This wasn't even hidden. These three 12-year-olds were apparently well-known, discussed. This was talked about in the lawsuits. Law enforcement knew all about it.
So Epstein and Brunel both dead, dead in their prison cells. Does the criminal infrastructure that provided, if that happened, that provided that 12-year-old triplet package to Epstein, does that criminal infrastructure of all of it die with them?
You know, the individual operators from that time period may have changed, but one thing that I can guarantee is that sex sells. And as long as it does, and as long as people have money and will make bad decisions, unfortunately, this is one of those criminal areas that we can't fully and completely extinguish, because people are always willing to break the law when they're desperate. And we see sexual exploitation crimes internationally all the time.
But I keep thinking about all the public documents, the government documents like visas and flight records and all of those things. And I wonder if there's any potential for criminal activity or criminal repercussions now. Statutes of limitations are probably, you know, played out, but maybe civil filings. Do you see any of that ahead?
Well, there are some criminal statutes of limitations that never expire, and sometimes we actually get them with some of the aggravated sex charges, and there could be individual state statute of limitations. Civilly, without some of the permissive laws, such as the New York Victims' Rights Law that spurred a lot of these reach-back and clawback cases, without those, statute of limitations in most of this is closed. And remember, the young women themselves have never actually popped up. And I don't know whether they were taken care of through some sort of legal process that was confidential, or whether they were just left high and dry because of the opaqueness of the French criminal justice system.
And they would now be in their early 30s. And, you know, many say in Europe, it's just not as aggressive. It's not as aggressive to seek justice for this kind of thing as it is here. Hey, as always, Josh Schiffer, thank you for doing this. Really appreciate it.
Looking forward to the next time. This story just doesn't stop, and we're learning new.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.